Right. It's no Roy Jones out there no more. There's no Oscar De La Hoyas. There's no early Floyd Mayweathers out there.
I think it's also the rise of UFC because those guys fight everybody. There's no such, the big thing with boxing is the perfect record. It's what Floyd banking his money on, like undefeated and all that. If you undefeated in UFC, it's because you 5-0.
Right.
Or you John Jones.
Shout out to Black Jesus.
Right? I mean, that's pretty much the list. And,
Black Jesus.
And Jones got the disqualification.
Which, you know what I mean? At one point, Roy Jones was chasing that undefeated streak. But Roy Jones ain't so losing until he was on the downside in his career.
Roy Jones fucked up because he started going up and down in weight.
Yeah. And then what was the dude named Martez Griffin?
Griffin with the crazy ears.
Right. That's when Mayweather, not Mayweather. That's when Roy Jones lost his first fight because Butter went down to the knee, and Roy hit him one time, and they disqualified him for that.
Oh, right.
Then Roy came back and knocked him out in the first round.
The best UFC records are Jones, Khabib, Cormier. Khabib is undefeated. 27-0.
Okay.
And I mean, from the sound of it, he not coming back. Like he gonna come back for that payday.
But do we consider him one of the greatest though? Like
he a dog.
I'm not saying he's not a dog.
I think he'll go down in history.
I still think they'll still put certain figures above him.
I mean, I think the all time they put Demetrius Johnson above him.
Right.
Or Anderson Silva or somebody like that.
Silva is honestly it's interchangeable. It's one or two for Silva.
Oh, between him and Jones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about it. Silva had that run, like when I was in the Marine Corps. That's all they talked about. Silva. This is how great Silva is. Right. He trained with Steven Seagal. He put a front kick that Steven Seagal showed him on somebody in the match and knocked him out. Come on, bro. Steven Seagal?
Yeah, it's a good fight coming up this week. TJ Dillashaw, who's pound for pound number 3 fighter. Right. He's got a tough fight.
Because isn't he going up in weight?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then Donald Cerrone, Cowboy Cerrone, he going down in weight.
Hey, but he a scrapper though.
Yeah, but this his last hurrah. He like really just trying to fight to get to a title shot.
Right. He's at that point.
Cash out and go.
Because this is how his fight's gonna go. Either he's gonna win or he's gonna get knocked out. No gray area.
No in between.
No in between.
Now the other thing on that card is Greg Hardy.
Oh, he's making his debut?
Yeah. Guns and butter.
Guns and butter, baby.
That should be his nickname.
Golly.
Yeah.
Greg Hardy.
It's a women's flyweight fight. Which should be entertaining. But then they got Glover Teixeira. Like, it's a bunch of people on this fight, and it's actually on ESPN. But all the good stuff is on ESPN Plus.
Right. You got to pay for that.
So now they're trying to suck people into that ESPN Plus. If they ever start moving them NBA games to ESPN Plus, that's when they're going to get me. Otherwise, I'm sticking with my basic ESPN.
I mean, right. They could try to do that, but you got to think about it. You still have TNT. They still play games on TNT.
I'm saying if they move like them NBA TV games to ESPN
okay.
Plus.
Now I'm tracking.
Like a dual viewer.
So everybody trying to do this partnership and cash out.
You know who else cashing out?
Who?
Derek motherfucking Rose.
Huh? Living legend.
Chi-Town's finest.
Simeon.
Grew dreads and became a shooter.
Like everybody in Chi-Town. True Chi-Town legend.
Chirac legend. He's the number 2 vote getter in the West. Is it in the West or overall?
In the West for guards.
In the West for guards for All-Star game.
So that's him and Steph.
Right. He's over Harden, who could potentially win MVP for getting votes.
I mean, but you got to. It's something about that. Like everyone loves a good comeback story.
Good job. Right? Good one.
Everyone loves that Phoenix that rises from the ashes. Ooh, you like that, did you?
I didn't. I liked your comeback story version better.
But you got to think about it. D Rose, who said it? I can't think of which one of the current NBA players that said it. They said they would take MVP D Rose over any point guard in the history of the NBA.
I ain't going that far.
Bro.
I'll take Isaiah in a vacuum.
Bro, MVP, let's talk about it. MVP Derrick Rose. Everyone knew he couldn't shoot. Just like LeBron. Everybody knew LeBron can shoot, right? They'll crowd the lane, but you couldn't stop him.
That's true.
He would tell you which way he's going. You couldn't stop him.
Now, the funny part about the NBA voting is they trying to get D Wade in the All-Star game on the other side.
Right. Garbage.
Because he the number 2 guard in the East.
But I'm glad, fans get, 50% of the starters vote?
Yeah, fans get 50, and then I think it's like 30 and 20.
Right. D Wade is playing well enough to, garner some of those votes. Because I don't care how you cut it or whatever, but you have to be realistic. D Rose coming off the bench, second leading scorer on your team. D Rose plugging in because Jeff Teague been hurt most of the year, starting, second leading scorer off your team. He's the emotional leader on that team. He's the dog that they need. He's a very opposite of Jimmy Butler.
He is. Do you think the fans are not voting for Harden because of the step back and the traveling and the lack of defense?
I think hardcore fans, true fans, lovers of the game, historians of the game, yes, I don't think they're voting for Harden because of that. I think that's going to hurt Harden for his MVP repeat chances also.
I don't think so. I mean, this motherfucker putting up 57, 58 a night.
Bruh, the dude...
And they lost, but I get it.
Dude went 1 for 17 for threes?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Come on, bruh. You hot dogging it at that point. You mean you don't have no team? No teammate you can pass it to.
But do we?
You don't have no team, nobody else can get no threes. No threes for nobody.
He's got them somehow.
No more threes.
To the 5th seed, though. Was that the Magic he shot that crazy?
I think so. He had to shoot 27% for the game, bro. How do you miss 16 shots and still have a respectable shooting percentage?
He was 11 for 32 overall. And then he's 15 from 16 from free throw line. Still had 38.
That's stupid.
And 12 assists. I don't know, man. I still got my man as the MVP.
Oh, hey, I agree with you on that. Because I wasn't here for the last episode when you guys was talking about MVPs.
You was trapped in R. Kelly's closet.
Shout out to Tyler for that. So my top 5 for MVPs right now, right? I would put Harden. I would go Steph. Greek Freak. That's number 3.
We only did 4.
Oh. My 4th? Well, my 4th is a tie then, because it would be 4 and 5 for me. AD and Paul George.
They said Paul George in the lead in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Right, but he's still averaging 25 a game. He might be a leading scorer. Stack checker.
Be. I mean, what's name still getting...
Triple
Westbrook
doubles.
had a 24 assist game.
And they lost.
And they still lost. I mean, it was the Spurs. It was triple overtime, I think. No, it was double overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, George averaging 27 a game. Might as well say.
Right. 27, maybe 2.5 steals a game. Like, yes, he's in the running for
2. I think he had 2, and I think Westbrook at 2.5.
Okay, so George is top 3 two-way players in the league right now.
He had 2.2, and Westbrook at 2.57 steals.
Damn. Oh, I see you, Wes, jumping in the passing lanes.
Hey, he playing.
Come on now. We never thought of Westbrook being a shutdown defender.
See, okay, so my definition of shutdown is different now. Like, we used to people locking people up like one-on-one.
Right. Scotty, Michael, Kobe.
Hand check era.
Kobe wasn't always in the hand check era.
True, but Kobe, let's be honest, there wasn't a plethora of scoring two guards back then. There was Hibachi and T-Mac. Kobe was a big man era for a good stretch there.
Okay. It was the ending of the
Dwight Howards, the KGs, the
Tim Duncan,
right.
Chris Webber's, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why my definition of on-ball defender.
Okay. So, just to go back there. You remember what Lakers won what? They went to 3 straight finals. They went to 08, 09, and 2010. Right?
They beat the Magic, lost to the Celtics, beat the Celtics, right?
They lost to the Celtics, beat the Magic, beat the Celtics.
All right. I had the teams the wrong order.
So, Western Conference Finals, this is when, this is still early Westbrook, but Westbrook was still a dog athletically. Right?
Okay.
Who do they put on Westbrook?
That's when Westbrook couldn't shoot.
That
was the drop Kobe back in the lane and let him play the lane.
Right.
Okay.
But Kobe still did what he was supposed to do.
I'm not saying that.
All right.
That's
Don't disrespect Kobe.
I did not, sir.
Disrespect would not be tolerated about Kobe.
All I said is lockdown it's changed. Like, you really can't be a lockdown defender in today's game.
Kawhi?
He's the only one. Like, the list is very limited.
Okay.
Kyle Lowry, is a lockdown point guard. Like, there's one per position of somebody that's a two-way player.
Right. Okay, that's fair.
Because all the rules are catered to the offensive player.
Mm-hmm.
Where it used to be a little bit more balanced the other way. It's literally just all offense. That's
what sells tickets, right?
Yeah, it's why the Super Bowl is going to be lit. Real quick, who you got this weekend? We got Patriots, underdog Patriots at the Chiefs in a potential Ice Bowl.
Okay.
And then you have the front-running number 1 seed all year Rams.
I got KC and
versus
the Rams.
Saints.
I got KC and the Rams. I cannot root for the Saints.
I got Patriots and Rams.
Okay.
And somehow the Rams will end up winning the Super Bowl, and then they'll point back to how the Rams lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and that whole story.
You and your theory. So you had a theory about luck. Oh, the Colts and the Patriots.
I told y'all before the playoffs we wasn't getting that far. I just had to start sipping some Kool-Aid because we won a game.
Okay.
But I said it before the playoffs. Check the tape. I said we can win one.
That's fair. You did say that. That's fair. But, hey, I'm sticking to my guns. I got the Chiefs and the Rams.
I got Patriots for 2 reasons.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's going to be a cold game.
Okay.
You usually fare better if you can run the ball.
So they got Sony Michel. What's his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
Okay.
But the